Hi folks, welcome to or welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. I've decided what I'm going to do because Elizabeth was like, please do all the Lisas, and it's like, So what I'm going to do is try and do an old one and a new one, and so that way everyone gets their Lisa hit, don't they, and I don't have to watch her get undressed and dressed 10,000 times. I've said in the last video, but YouTube have flagged it, so it's up for review. It's only a quick one about Lardy, but I'm doing an assumptions tag, and not everybody sees the community post thing, so I'm going to link it under here. So if you've got any assumptions, good, bad or indifferent, if you want to go and put them on there, and I'll do a video eventually. And I'm sorry about the road noise, but it's too hot. I had to open the window. It's that time of the year again. So no doubt you'll hear South Yorkshire's fucking hell. What are they called? The bikers. Hell's Angels. It's a group of young kids on scooters. It's ridiculous. They sound like they're driving a hairdryer that's about to blow up. It's ridiculous. At some point in the evening they all come past and it's like, yeah. Anywho, this is from... When is this from? Oh, I've no idea. I'll stick the date in the thing. And it's called... What's it called? I can't see. Why can't I see the name of it? I have to scroll down now. It was something to do with assumptions. It's like, people do assumption... She tries to do an assumption tag, and then she never actually answers any of the deeper ones, and then she doesn't really answer the question that she's supposed to be answering at any point. Anyway, shall we jump in?
Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and today is Tuesday, and I thought what I would do, I was thinking of all the different video ideas I had, and I thought what I would go ahead and do is do another part of the assumptions tag, because I felt like, one, I had to stop it abruptly because I didn't realize how long I had spent getting ready and stuff like that, and I didn't get to do too many, and you guys seem to love it, so I thought I would just answer a few more questions. And then if you would, under this video, let me know what kind of videos you like to see, because lately I've been doing some tutorials, hauls.
You always say, let me know what you'd like to see, and people tell you what they want to see, and then you continue to do exactly the same nonsense that you've always done over and over and over and over again. Why ask? I don't understand these people. Oh, tell me what you'd like to see, and then you won't do it. At least when I ask you lot what you want and you say, I actually do what you asked me to do. Otherwise, why would I bother asking? Anyway.
Tips, all kinds of stuff, and I'd like to know what you like best. So, and last night or yesterday, I had kind of like a self-care day. I joined the gym. I joined the gym last week, and so Brooke and I went yesterday, our first time, and we both signed up with a private trainer to get like a routine, and Brooke goes today and I go tomorrow. And
that lasted all of 3 minutes, didn't it?
So, but we did work out yesterday, and I am already sore, and all I did was work the machines, because I've worked out with several private trainers, so I pretty much know what to do, but I just like to have somebody set me up a really good routine. And so I was showing Brooke how to...
When have you ever had lots of private trainers? What part of that section of your life did we totally miss?
Do the machines yesterday, and my legs, I mean, it was like trembling when I left. And today I told John, I said, I feel like Slim Goodbody, because I feel every single muscle. I feel so fit and thin, but I'm not. But anyway, so I did that yesterday morning. Then I went and had a spray tan at a new place. The girl that does my waxing told me that she loved Suntan City, and I know that that's like a... What am I trying to say? Keep wanting to say brand.
What are you trying to say? Ever. None of us understand what you're trying to say at any point of the game. There's some miracle cream on QVC at the moment for your neck. And if it does what it's just done to her, it's actually worked while she's put it on. Because like normally they have pictures, don't they? And you sit there like that going, what? I end up like steptoe. I'm like squinched up and it's like, what are they trying to show me? I can't see anything, but I can see a difference there.
But it's like a, you know what I mean? It's
No!
everywhere. The word is leaving me right now. A chain. That's what it is. And so she had told me the best thing to get. And if you go on their website, you can get like a trial, you know, one session of tan for I think $15, which I really liked it. I liked it better than Tan Unlimited or whatever I went to. Let me see if I can find what she told me to get, because I got exactly what she told me to get.
Because that's what you do, exactly what other people do. And then you have a fashion channel where you're trying to tell people what they should be wearing when you have no clue. I don't get it. She needs inspiration from Instagram or people that she stalked on the street, yet she's prancing up and down the shining closet telling us what we should wear when she can't dress herself.
Okay, here it is. It says dark with no tint or clear, whatever they call it, double legs and hydration. So that is what I got, and I think it's going to be perfect. I loved the double legs because before it seems like, you know, even in the sun, it's just hard to get the calves and the fronts, your shins and stuff to look the same as the rest of your body. So it did double legs, and I loved all the rest too. And what I loved about their booth better than the other one is it had a drying. Like each time it sprayed you, it came back like a car wash with the dryer. So I didn't feel like I was just sticky and gross when I left there. And
oh, I thought she was actually in a pop-up tent with somebody spraying her. That's all I've ever seen over here. Honestly, we're not as advanced as you. It sounds like you boop a thing and go into a thing and it does you. I'd do that if I didn't have to stand naked in front of somebody. That'd be cool. So I wouldn't look like a fucking, what do I look like? A ghost most of the time. Hi, I'm Casper.
But I have a dark Tahitian tan now, and I tried a new foundation today, which was much, much too light for my tan face.
Oh, for the love of God, we're 3 minutes in and this is supposed to be assumptions. When do you get going on the actual title of the video?
So you guys will have to give me some tips on, I know that I need to go darker with my, I think instead of going light and then going in with, depending on bronzer and contour, I probably need to match my foundation to my body and go in with the concealer. It's just, I'm gonna have to tweak my system a little bit. But this is the new Tarte Double Duty Beauty Shape Tape or Face.
Double Duty Beauty. Sorry, that just reminded me about Foodie Beauty. That popped up for some reason on my thing. And she was going to the biggest McDonald's in Kuwait. So I went to have a look at it. Oh, the scenery. Oh my God. I would sit by the sea all day long if somebody let me. But I'm sure the heat over there would absolutely kill me.
Face tape. And they just came out with this, and the color I picked is light medium sand. And I'm not sure, I might just keep this for when I'm not tan. Or to mix, I'm gonna get a darker shade. I'm gonna keep this
fucking hell.
in case I get too dark. I can mix it or whatever, but I liked it. You know, I haven't worn it yet, and down below, beside this, I
obviously need sleep. I haven't worn it, and down below, that's what my mum calls your fairy garden. Your lady garden, not your fairy garden, honestly. Help! So she's putting shape tape down below, is she? Okay.
will put how it wore, but good coverage and not cakey. I really like it. So
did she say I love it at any point?
So I will let you know about that. But so far, I like it a lot better than the original one that they came out with. Okay, so let's get right in with the questions.
Hooray.
And all I did was go to this and just scroll down. Okay, 1988 bookworm. Oh, I graduated in 88. You had two guys ask you to the prom and you couldn't decide who to go with. No. I had a serious high school boyfriend and I actually went to both proms with him. And so that is that. Let's see. You are a firm but gentle parent. Yes.
No. Where does firm come into her parenting at any point? Really? I'm a firm but gentle parent. My son, in his new job, he's got a brilliant boss. I love this woman. And she said when he went for the interview that he reminded her of her son and that he just needed a start. And so she took him on. And when he came home, he said, wow, she's just like you. He said, there's no shit. She tells me straight, but she's doing it gently. And it was like, oh, so he understands. It's like, you're not there to be their best friend, although you love them to bits. You're there to teach them how to cope when you're not there to hold them up. Brooke was showing her boobs online at 12. She was showing her fucking fanny in the driveway. And I wrote to you and said you need to do something about your daughter because at the same time one of her friends had been abducted or something. It was all over the paper in Wilmington that this girl was missing, and at the same time Brooke was sat in her car with a camera set up here while she was pulling her bikini bottoms across to show her fanny. I wrote to you. What did you do? You blocked me. Well, sorry, no, you'd already blocked me on YouTube for telling you to drive carefully because you were driving like a moron. Not as bad as Lardy, but nearly. So you blocked me on YouTube, so I emailed you. And you didn't even answer me. Didn't even... If someone wrote to me and said, my daughter was in a car on our driveway showing her fanny to the world, you bet I'd reply to the woman that had told me, and she'd be grounded until she was dead. I'm a fan, but no. Bollocks. Sorry.
I would say so. I would say I'm probably, I don't know, John and I are so different. Sometimes I'm the stricter one and then sometimes he's the stricter one, but he is the more gruff. I'm like, I never try to upset the apple cart before school, and I try to always, no matter what, I want them, I never try to belittle them or just harp on them or anything. I try to always be firm but gentle. Yes, thank you. This person says, you are married to an attorney. Nope, John is a computer geek. Let's see, your favorite color is pink. I like pink, and I think that I just go through different favorite colors, but you are pretty much right, because when I was little, my favorite two colors were pink and lavender, and my grandmother, would do everything I got was pink and lavender. So yeah, I would.
I thought you said the other day that your favourite colour was lemon and that you wanted to be called Linda because you thought it went with lemon.
I would say that, but like now I really love blue. I'm really into like this color green, that dark kind of jadey, kind of safari type green, but I like all color. Let's see, one of the hardest transitions you will face is when both of your children leave the nest. Yes, it is, man, I can't even imagine. Let's see, you have a bit of a mischievous side. You like to do harmless pranks and love a naughty joke. Yes, I do love a naughty joke. I don't do many pranks. I have done them in the past, but I don't now. You see Brooke more than your son Will. That is something that I have people ask me on Instagram, is why I don't show many pictures of Will or whatever. Will does not want to be in my videos, and he does not want to be on my Instagram. He is to himself, shy, and just doesn't want to be out there. And I actually probably spend more time with Will than I do with Brooke, especially these days, because I take Will to school, I bring him home, and we're just by ourselves a lot because Brooke's on the go and John will be at work. And I think it just is because you guys see Brooke because we're doing makeup shopping or we're going to see movies or something like that. But actually, Will is my baby, and anybody knows I would be with him all the time if I could. I could easily put him on the bus, but I love taking him to school. We stop by Dunkin' Donuts every morning, and then when I pick him up, I just can't wait to see him come around the corner, and I just watch him walk the whole way to the car, and I'm just in love with him. So you moms that have sons know how it is, and it just seems that, you know, Brooke and I have more in common, things to go do. But
do we buy this? Anybody buying this? I remember the day Will was sick and off school, and there was no food in the house, and he shouted up that he was hungry, and you said, you'll have to wait till I finish this video. Oh, I just love him. I could spend all day with him. Like I've said a million times before, what is that? Magic Finish Satin Bronzer. I only like it because it's got a star in the middle. In this house, we have the power of pause. If anybody walks through that door, this goes off. And it stays off until they go back out the door. And that could be hours. My son sat here one day for 3 hours. I don't know what we were talking about. Anywho. And it was like, he said, right, I think I'll go now. I've been here long enough. And I'm like, how long have you been? It only felt like a few minutes, and it was 3 hours. Did I say, oh no, you'll have to wait until I finish my video? No. I don't buy that. I love him. Whatever.
But I spend equal amount of time with Will, and Will, you know how little boys are, they'll let you mommy and baby them till the end of time. So he just, it just turns out that he doesn't want to be in the limelight at all. Yeah, it says, I know that you love both of your children more than anything, but that someday when they're older, you can't wait to become a grandma and spoil those precious babies. I hope so, because Brooke at this point doesn't know if she ever wants to have kids, and I don't know, I guess it'll depend on who Will marries, and but I'm gonna try not to pressure him, but I would love grandchildren. The hardest decision in your life is what color lipstick. That's not really a hard decision, because I have so many that I love.
She didn't even pick up on the undertones of that question at all, did she?
But I have hard decisions too. It's just, it kind of goes along with what I was saying the other day. I have worked for the life that I have now, and you can too. You can work for any life that you want.
Oh, please don't start this bollocks again. Anyone can do it because I did it. You married a rich man who was willing to let you do whatever the fuck you do. Sorry, I'm getting distracted.
You just have to be honest with yourself, and you have to realize that you can't control other people, so you have to control what you do and what decisions you make. And like I always say this, John always repeats me because he finds it so wise, but it's so true. Every decision you make has consequences, and you have to.
That's not wise. How is that wise? Children learn that from being Diddy. If I jump up and down on this and it breaks, oh shit, I've learnt a lesson. If I run along the wall and I fall off, ooh, doing stupid things have consequences. We know that from being this bit. Fuck's sake. I'm so wise.
To think about that before you make every decision, especially, big decisions, little decisions. I mean, the decision to make this video, the consequence is it's going to be later in the day and I might not get to do something else. I mean, every decision you make.
Oh, diddums. Making a video might stop you pampering yourself for 5 minutes. I just can't with this woman. She's brainless.
Has a payoff and a consequence, and so you need to really think about it. And that goes with who you marry, just what house you decide to live in, how you spend your money, everything. And I was thinking the other day that I've talked about doing this before, not really like a budgeting video, but a lot of you seem to think that I just shop all the time and I have all this money or whatever, but the reason that we have money that we can spend to shop like we want or go out to eat like we want is because we've made wise decisions. And I won't go into it too much, but if you notice, I've been here on YouTube 10 years and I'm still in the same house. And other YouTubers, you will notice, as you've watched them, they get to a bigger house, a bigger house, a bigger house. They're moving, moving is expensive. And so it just depends on what decisions you make. And I just, that goes along with my learning stuff with my first marriage, is I would rather have money. There's a lot of people that they make good money and they have all these big, nice things, but they never have money. They're always kind of like broke. And I did not want to be that way. And I've kind of been that way before. In my first marriage, we had, all brand new things, brand new cars, but it seemed like we never had just money, And so that is, I guess, I don't know how I got off on that from this. Let's see. I assume you're always on the go and it's hard for you to just stay home. No, I love staying home. And actually, I like Friday when Will and I, stayed home because we didn't feel good. It did both of us a world of good. We both shook that cold right off. But I loved just getting home and not having to go anywhere. But, with kids, you just get up, you have to go, you start going. I think you get in that routine. But
with kids, you have to get up and you're going. Taking them where? Your kids got taken to school and home and the orthodontist. That's the only place you ever took your children.
But I love staying home. Jacqueline Rose Smith said she assumed that I am rich, and I think I just answered that. Let's see.
See, she's reading them, and the ones she doesn't want to answer, she's not answering. You're supposed to say, leave your assumptions and answer them all, but you just pick and choose, don't you, Lisa?
And your daughter are besties. I would not say so. I think Brooke and I have a really good relationship, but I have always been like borderline grossed out by the moms that were too good of friends with their children. And I can remember my mom told me a long time ago that you have the rest of your life to make friends, but you have one mom. And that relationship is so special. And so even today, even my mom and I would consider her like my best friend, but we don't discuss things that, we don't discuss the same intimate things that you would discuss with a friend or something. We still have that, like I still seek her advice, she still gives me advice, and sometimes vice versa, but that we've maintained that mother-daughter relationship. I certainly respect her just immensely. And I think that Brooke respects me too. And so I try to be somewhat of her friend, but I'm definitely the mom to her. I'm definitely lame. She definitely doesn't consider me her best friend. So that's how I feel about that. Let's see, Florida beach money. People assume that you have no life people assume you have no real life daily struggles. And I do have real life struggles.
Oh, go on then. I can't wait for this. What struggles do you have, please?
But like I've said again, I've kind of been through a bunch of those, so I'm kind of getting to the point where when I have a struggle, I try not to have to struggle with that again if I can help it. And so not as much as like I used to in the past, but I do. I mean, things happen.
Oh, it rains and it ruins my day and I have to suck it up. Alters out of the shade that I want. Oh, terrible things happen to me on the daily.
All the time, every day. I think Tiffany D did a good video on it's just how you handle things, and she had the best example. She said, if you get ready to go somewhere and you go out in the driveway, you get in the car and the tire's flat. She said, don't let it ruin your day. Come in, call someone to fix your tire, get another car, or stay home until you get it fixed or whatever. Just deal with it. And she was talking.
That was a great example to you, was it? If you go out and your tire's flat, don't let it ruin your day. If that's all you've got to fucking worry about, what about people that don't have cars, Lisa? What about people that don't have legs? La La Land. Totally fucking living in La La Land.
Talking about social media, how some people go out, see their flat tire, and come in and get on Facebook and, let it ruin their whole day. And I just couldn't agree with that more. It's all about how you kind of react to things. And so that's kind of how I try to handle that. I try not to let anything really ruin my day. The only thing that really gets me very, very sad and upset is if something's wrong with the children, my family, John, the cats,
Don't you love how John's at the end of the list near enough?
Or Bridget or something. But, even then I try to just stay level-headed and deal with it. So the last probably real struggle we had was the hurricane. That, you guys know, that upset me, and it's still upsetting to see all the devastation. It just, things don't look the same. So that was...
That upset you because you didn't get your fucking post. That's what upset you. It upset you that there was nowhere to go to eat. That's what upset you. You got upset because you said you were going to leave the cats behind and we pulled you on it, and that upset you. People dying, people's houses being wrecked, you never mentioned it. You didn't give a shit as long as you were okay. Oh. See, this is the problem. People come in and they watch a video like this and they think, oh, isn't she lovely? She's such a sweet lady. And then they come to me and they're like, why? Why are you picking on her? She's so nice. You need to watch all of her videos and you need to listen to what's under what she's saying and watch the faces she pulls. People don't get it, and then I get it in the neck. She's not what you think she is.
Was really upsetting to me.
Yeah, it
was. You look like you never curse. That's
yeah, you curse all the time, don't you, when you press off? And then you sit there, oh, I'm a sweet lady and I go to church. You don't.
Not true. I do. I don't say the F-bomb too much, but I do cuss here and there. I do. Brooke hates it. And I mainly do it when I'm not on an everyday thing, but like when you're trying to get a point across or something, maybe you do. Here, Ann P Makeup and More, and I will put her channel down below. I think a lot of you guys would enjoy her channel. She said, you don't like cold weather or being in big crowds of people is my assumption, but not being an assumption is that you're someone, someone with a big heart and loves to help others. Aw. So the assumption that I don't like cold weather or big crowds is so true. I do not like cold weather. Yesterday, it was supposed to be, I think, in the high 40s or 50s, and it got to be like 68, and I was loving it. I had on my little tank top and my flip-flops, and it was great. And John and I always say we cannot imagine living somewhere that it's that cold, like somewhere that you really had to work, to get snow off your car and all that kind of stuff. And I know that people that do love it, because we have had several friends from like Cincinnati and other places up north that say you just get used to it and that they actually miss it. So I understand that. And big crowds, not at all. I do not like being in a big crowd. And if I am, you can believe I am on the edge or somewhere where I have an escape route, like to the exit. I'm really, it's like I'm not afraid, but I just have to know how to get out. And I don't like that. Even when I was younger and, you were going to all the nightclubs and stuff like that, I hated that, getting pushed around and, just hated all the people spilling drinks on you and stuff. I just don't like being in a big crowd. You're right. Hey, Daphne.
See how her face lights up when she gets the compliments. She read out that other woman's because she complimented her at the end, and now I bet this is a compliment as well, so you can tell.
And she also has a channel that I will put down below, but Daphne says you are a true romantic, and I am. I I am romantic. I might not do the most romantic things, but I love romance. I love romance. Like one of my, my favorite movies, Pretty Woman, The Notebook. I love movies like that. And I love the whole, it's old fashioned, and I know that
She wants the man to come and sweep her off her feet, but she doesn't want to have to do anything in return. Yeah, we know.
in this day of feminism, people don't like that, but I love the whole rescued and just true love.
See?
And that young, real passionate love. I really like that a lot. That's one of my favorite movie type things. I think that's why I liked Sex and the City with Big. I love the ending of that first Sex and the City movie. It just could not have been any better. I think I've answered almost all of them. I should have asked you guys again. This is so funny. Bert 605, you love microwave popcorn? I do, but I don't eat microwave popcorn a lot. I don't like, popcorn gets in my teeth so bad, and I just have such a hard time getting it out that I find that it's just not worth it. If I eat popcorn these days, I like to get the white cheddar or the kettle corn. I get those because it just seems better, easier to get out of your teeth, and just, I enjoy eating it more than just microwave popcorn. Okay, goodness. Is that it?
Can we take that? I'm taking it.
I see here that you and John never fight. And I thought about how I ended the other day. I realized when I watched it back that I left you guys hanging. I was going to say about cooking, that one thing that John does that has like irritated me or hurt my feelings in the past is, so I bet there has been 20 times that I have cooked something and he will say, like chicken salad. You spend all day cooking that chicken salad. By the time you cook the chicken, pull it off the bone, cut it all up, cut up your celery, your bell pepper, your pickles, everything. And you do all that work and you got this bowl of chicken salad. And he'll say, chicken salad's never been my thing. Or,
You've spent all day cooking a chicken salad. All day. It's an hour and a half at a most to cook a chicken. All day. Because that's what you'll have said. I spent all day cooking this and you don't like it. If you're married to him this long, you should know he doesn't fucking like chicken salad. Really?
Cook a big dinner. I really didn't even need a meat. Or I only need one side.
How does him saying I really didn't need a meat or I only needed one side offend you so much? God, that man can't say fucking boo, can he? Oh, you're upsetting me. Oh, I spent all day cooking a chicken salad and you... Can you imagine living with this woman if she's offended by that? For the love of fuck. I can't. I can't. I can't with you.
Or I really don't even like having a dessert. He always just seems to have something to say. I like my noodles a little bit firmer than that, So, he's just not really a foodie. Like he gets the same thing just pretty much everywhere we go. He's going to get some type of salmon or a veggie.
Why don't you cook him salmon and veggies then, if that's what he likes? That's what started the whole thing. I'm not cooking anymore. Nobody appreciates. I spent all day cooking this and no one's appreciated the hard work that's gone into it, and I refuse. So then they went out and they ate every night somewhere different until she decided that she was a carnivore and nobody went anywhere because she couldn't go. But she's such a sweet southern lady. Yeah, whatever.
Veggie burger or a bean burrito. It's, he just eats, he's kind of like one of those people that just eats to live, and so it's not as much fun cooking for him as it was even for my first husband. My first husband loved every type of food and he just ate everything that I made and he loved it. So it's just different. If you have someone that really loves to eat, it's a lot more fun to cook. So there's that. So I guess I'll do a quick outfit of the day and then let you go. And please leave down below what kind of videos you'd like to see. But I'll be right back. So today I just have on a white shirt.
What has she got on her feet?
And it's kind of new. I linked it below in a video, but I bought it probably about a month or so ago from the Loft, and I really like it. It's got pretty little sleeves. I love this little detail right.
Why can't you wear trousers that are proper trousers, that go where your waist is instead of halfway down your hip? It looks stupid.
Here, I hope it's still available. It's probably not, but so this little white,
I hope it's still available. It was probably not. No, because God forbid anyone would get what you got.
Shirt, and I've got on my favorite black skinny jeans. I have bought these over and over again in different sizes, but these are the Citizens of Humanity in the Avedon, and they are super stretchy and comfortable. And then I've got on my Gucci feline belt, and then I put on my, so you can see here, my Gucci slides.
She looks like she's trodden on a cat. Or there was like squirrel roadkill or something and she squished her foot into it. What the hell is that fur at the back?
Fur. And I like this outfit, but I don't think it is as flattering for me, so I'm going to put some boots on and see which one I like better. So hold on. Okay, so I just put on these little Target boots that I bought and showed you guys the other day. I have worn the heck out of these things. I've already almost worn them out. And so this is what the boots look like in it. So just two different looks. Probably what I will wear is the Gucci slides, just because that's going to be comfortable, and I just have a little bit of running around to do today. I have to go to the grocery store. Will has requested lasagna tonight, so I've got to go get the stuff to make that. And but the boots definitely look better. And for accessories, I have on the gold coin that my parents gave me, and I always say that, but this is something they gave me a while ago. And then last weekend, when I told you guys, I just posted that video yesterday, but I told you I was going out to eat with my parents. The place we went is all the way across town, and we just happened to go there because they were the only restaurant open during the hurricane. They were one of the only restaurants that had a generator and everything, and they only had a limited menu. So my parents had told Will that we would go back when they really opened. So we went over there. I mean, it's like about 45 minutes away from where we live.
Oh God, you had to drive for 45 minutes, really? It used to take me an hour and a half to get to work in the morning. Fuck's sake.
And so we met them over there, and behind the restaurant is a jewelry store. And it's like not a chain jewelry store. It's like a local, big, nice jewelry store. And they sell like, what am I trying to say? Heirloom jewelry and basically old, like, or used jewelry. And so I bought 2 rings when I was there. And let me see, let me get my receipt real quick and I'll tell you what they're called. Okay, so this one is antique jewelry is what I should have said. This one right here is a cornelian, ladies engraved cornelian. Huh, that's what that is called. And then this one is just a sapphire with tritone filigree. That's what I loved about it, is I don't know if you can see, it has yellow gold, rose gold, and white gold on the band. And I had not bought them to wear together, but when I left, I told her I don't need boxes because I just knew I would just throw them away. And so I put them both on my fingers, and I just kind of liked the way they looked. I would have never thought to wear them together, but I just liked them. And so I got that when I was there. And still Lincoln Park After Dark on my nails, Sheila Fajl hoops, and is that it? I think it is. No fragrance yet, but I like that Clinique I was telling you about. You guys are gonna like that if you try that. Okay, I don't know how long this is gonna be. If I can fit this in, I'm gonna show you. I have been a Sigma affiliate for a long time, and I have just never done it. And so, and I have paid.
I've been a Sigma affiliate for a long time, and I've just never done it. Done what? You don't do anything. You just say there's a link. Oh, you soon got over the fear of linking things though, didn't you?
Like full price for Sigma stuff because I could not remember my code or anything. So the other day I thought, well, that's ridiculous.
Lisa 10 probably.
Ridiculous. So the other day I emailed them and I said, you know, I would love if you could tell me what my code is so that I can use my code to order some things. And they were nice enough to send me a huge box of all kinds of brushes and lots of their products. And I just cannot thank them enough for that. I mean, it was just such a neat surprise. And in that box was this
huge surprise, wasn't it?
palette. And it is the Sigma Warm Neutrals Volume 2. And this is what I have on today, and it is so pretty. I have on...
So are you going to tell people what the code and they can get money off at all?
Gosh, just like that, and those, and I don't know, it reminded me, the look I did reminds me a lot of the Lawless palette and her look. The only thing is it didn't have a black, so I did have to go into my Lawless palette to get a black, but just really nice. I really liked it. And so I will, here and there show you some different things that I got in there, and I will put my Sigma discount code down below so that if you want to get anything, I'll at least have a discount code, and it'll really help me support my channel. And then I also got a box yesterday that I had ordered from Ulta, and I'll show you everything later, but today I have on this lip liner, and it is so pretty. It's the Lime Crime Velveteens, and the color is Minx. And I mean, first of all, look at that packaging, so pretty, but look at this color.
Why didn't you ever do, you still don't do, a decent swatch? One tiny little line, and then look. I remember once when she got something in PR and she was like, oh, I don't want to waste any. What, showing your subscribers that pay for everything?
It is our color. If you like the same colors I do.
No, I don't.
And I went, you know me, I'm old school, so I went with a lighter lipstick with it. This is the MAC Aloof that I just showed you. And I could have blended it in better, but I wanted this look. I like it. So that I really like. I like this a lot. So if you want to look, if you don't like this color, I would look at the other.
Why are you putting it back in the box?
Colors. And so I think that's it. I'll let you go and hope you guys have a great Tuesday. And I will try to come back tomorrow. So leave some comments down below of what videos you want to see next. And if you do want to see a tutorial, what type of tutorial do you want to see? Or do you have any specific products that you'd like me to use?
Do you want us to come over there and do the video for you?
So I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Chanel, it hasn't changed, has it, love? No, everything, it's still the same. Gosh, she fucking wears my last nerve, that woman. Anywho, if you got this far with me, congratulations. And thank you very much. And I will see you in the next one.